First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry now for David Montgomery. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mack. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marlon Mack. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Running left, Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Fields going to hold on to it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. On 1st down, it's Mack, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's taken in by Ferkser. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back to Montgomery on second down.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I think he went backward. He did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's complete. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. On the return is Jones. Sheds off the tackle. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. This goes to Mack on the check down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Mack. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run it with Mack, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marlon Mack in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a first down throw, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Off play action, Fields. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Fields out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 38, Fields.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Yeah, he'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There you go, play action. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move him.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
This complete to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action. It's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To the air again, Fields. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that